Hey, good morning. Welcome to Donna's Kitchen. This will be episode 4 of our Pampered Chef retiring items for the fall of 2025. So sadly, I have to announce that our stainless steel nonstick is being retired. But I'll give you this silver lining up front. There is a replacement coming, and it is available this month in August. So let's talk about the stainless steel nonstick. This is the reason it's one of my favorite products. You know I have a zillion favorites. But it's because it's one of those things that's the best of both worlds. So you've got a stainless steel outside, which means it can take high heat. It goes on any kind of stovetop surface, electric, gas, induction stovetops. But it has this hybrid interior. So I'm going to try to get that close where you can see. Do you see that there's like a pattern with the stainless steel sort of peeks through the nonstick coating? And that gives you the best of both worlds. It allows you to get that sear from cooking with a high heat, but it also gives you easy cleanup because of the nonstick. So I have 4 pieces, but there are actually 2 more that I don't own. So this one I use quite a bit. It's called the 4.5 quart saute pan, okay? One I don't own is the 12-inch skillet. So the 12-inch skillet is the same pan, basically, but with a long handle. So I kind of like having the short handles. So that is the non-stick stainless steel saute pan, and it's great for a one-pot meal, a family-size meal. I just looked this morning and this piece has sold out. I'm just going to show it to you just because I don't have the other 12-inch skillet, and that's the wok. So it has a little bit deeper draft. And so this one would be like the 12-inch skillet as far as the handle goes. And they all have the same lid. I'm going to show you. And this lid would also fit the 12-inch skillet. So I like to store them like that. So, lid storage is an issue. So that works for both of those. All right. So those are the big pans, those 3. They're all the 12-inch size. And then there is a saucepan, which I don't own, 3-quart, saucepan. You can visualize that. And and then 2 skillets, a 10-inch. So this is a really good option if you don't need the whole big 12-inch family size, a little bit smaller, a little more handy. And that also comes with a lid, and the small 8.5-inch. So this is more of your omelet pan kind of thing. All right. So since these are going away, what are your options? Okay. So your options are, if you like nonstick, we still have our classic signature nonstick, we call it, and for shorthand, and it has all the sizes, right? So, and that's the one that has the removable handles. You might have seen those. We also introduced a year or so ago our Brilliance nonstick. So the Brilliance nonstick has a saucepan. It has a Dutch oven kind of bigger pot. It also has the 2 sizes of skillets. So you have a lot of nonstick options. And starting in August 1st, so we're already there, and I don't have them yet, are the straight stick, I'll call it stainless steel. So in the new stainless steel that's going to replace these, the options that you'll have are the saute pan, the first one I showed you with the short handles. So you'll have that'll be your 12-inch size. It also is going to have a 10-inch skillet and the 3-quart saucepan. So initially it's just going to have those 3 pans. They each come with their own lid. And if I was a betting person, I would say that over the years they'll probably add to that, to those selections. But starting out with the stainless steel, you can get those 3. You can get them individually, or you can get them as a set. If you're hosting, that's a great time to get a set of cookware because you can get it for either half price or 60% off. So if you're interested in doing that, we can do it as early as August. So let me know and we can set that up for you. At the same time, if you like the nonstick stainless steel, say you have an induction stove and you can't use those other nonsticks, you got to get them now because it's while supplies last. As I might have mentioned, the wok is already sold out. I checked this morning, so they are really expecting these to be sold out. One other point I want to make on that is these have a lifetime warranty, as will the new stainless steel. And so you might be thinking, oh, why should I buy a lifetime warranty on something that's being retired? So I just wanted to let you know how that works. So suppose you buy one of these and you know something happens to it and you need a replacement. Pampered Chef will keep a few, they'll have some in stock for a little while. So if you needed a replacement, they'll be able to replace it. But you know, lifetime is a long time. So there's going to come a time when they aren't going to have a replacement item to send you. So what happens in that case is they will give you a credit. So if you spent $200 on a pan, they're going to give you a $200 credit toward whatever is in the catalog at that time. So you could choose a different nonstick, or you could choose the stainless steel. So I just wanted to set your mind at ease that lifetime warranty, Pampered Chef still stands behind that. If they can't give you the exact product, they're going to give you a credit. Though if you do buy it 60% off, that'll be a 60% off your credit, just so you know. All right, so a couple of other things along these lines of cookware. The splatter screen. I'm just gonna, I got this wok out here, but you can imagine that it's a regular skillet instead of the wok. Okay. Sometimes you have a pan that maybe it doesn't have a lid, and you are cooking on the stove and you need that splatter screen. So this one, I wanted to show it with the long handle because it's got this nice little notch. So where your handle goes. You could use this on any pan, any maker, anywhere, anyhow, right? So it's just, you know, you're frying something and you don't need it splattering all over your kitchen. Just sort of over your kitchen, but not all over, right? But you can, it's got a little handle here on either side. So if you know, it's in there, you need to check what's going on in there. You can lift it back and move things around, use your tongs, whatever you're doing, either side. Okay. So this splatter screen, and it fits, it's not domed, it's straight across. So it's just going to sit right on top of your pan. This is also retiring. One of the other features I like is that it folds so that I actually keep mine hanging on the door inside one of my cabinet doors. So it's kind of, I can always find it and I know exactly where it is. So that splatter screen, if that's something that you need, grab it now before those retire on September 1st. Okay. Two other comments about retiring items. One is cast iron. So you know and love cast iron. We have, these are made in the U.S. They're made by Lodge, if you're familiar with that brand. They have the short handles. Again, what a beautiful thing. These suckers are heavy, right? So who needs a big long handle if you already have a heavy pan and then if it's full of something, right? So great for starting on the stove, moving to the oven, wherever you want. You can put it on your campfire, anything, right? Right now we offer two sizes of these skillets, the 10-inch and the 12-inch. The 10-inch is going to be retired at the end of August. So if you like the smaller size, you want to grab that now. The 12-inch will still be available. All right, so that's what's going on with the Lodge, also a lifetime warranty. Okay, the other one of my favorites that is already sold out is the rock crock. So if you've been around Pampered Chef for a while, these came out really soon after I started selling. So I've kind of been with them the whole time. They're really a cool product. However, Pampered Chef had difficult time sourcing them. They were made in Korea, and for whatever reason, the raw materials were hard to come by. And so over time, we've had to kind of cull down the options for rock crocks, and now they're going to be discontinued altogether. However, one of the great things about a rock crock that you could do with it, it does go on the stove, it goes in the oven, it goes in the microwave, it goes on the grill, pretty much goes everywhere. It also had the option of being a crock pot, if you will, a slow cooker. So this is the slow cooker stand. It is electric, plugs in. So if you have a rock crock already, you might want to grab one of these. Now that the Rock Crocks are sold out, obviously there's not going to be a reason for Pampered Chef to keep selling the slow cooker stand. But if you already have one, this would be a great time to grab these, because it gives you one more thing that you can do with your Rock Crock, in addition to on the stove, in the oven, in the microwave, on the grill, in the dishwasher, by the way, and in the slow cooker stand. So this is really nice. It does have a low and high like a regular crock pot, but it also has a keep warm. So it's one of my go-tos for, like if you got a warm dip, like a cheese dip. You ever been where either the person has it and it's just cooking to death throughout the whole party, or not? It's not on the heat at all, and it just kind of congeals, and it's yucky. Yeah. So so if you've got something like chocolate dip, you know, something you need to keep flowing, the warm setting works perfect for that. So cheese dips and chocolate dips, I really couldn't recommend that highly enough. So anyway, but that's the Rock Crock slow cooker stand, and it will also be unavailable after the end of August. Okay, so that is the roundup of cookware. I hope that helps inform you on what's available now, what is going away, and what your options are. All right, see you next time.